Hello and welcome to the Voodoo free video for Monday, June 24th. This is David, and I want to take a look at the S&P 500, which bounced up this morning and ran right into its Voodoo Snowline. That ended up being the high of the day, and we came back down and took out not only our earlier low from near the open, but also came in and took out these lows from Thursday and Friday of last week. Now, it's pretty remarkable how these levels, which have been up here for years, can sometimes have very precise reactions. So this same level was here. We'll see when we zoom out when we gapped up above that level, right? So previously we ran into it back here, gapped back above it last Thursday, but gave it up. So we're not always going to be precise at these levels, but you can see how they're going to have some really important information about what the market is doing. In this case, important information that this is a resistance level up here at 54.90 that we're going to need to get through if the market is going to resume its uptrend. So if we get above, different from what we did back here on Thursday, but get above and get a pullback that holds support above that level, then that would be a stronger indication that we're heading back up. And you can also see why it may be tempting to use some of these other levels like big round numbers at 5,500, that it can be more useful, in fact, to sometimes use these voodoo lines. And as we use them, in addition to looking for these sort of precise moves, whether it's resistance here, whether it's support back here at the Voodoo skyline, there's additional information that comes from how prices move between the levels. So the second most important of all the Voodoo line levels are going to be these tree lines, and the most important level in the general area, right? I don't know if you consider down near 5,200 to be in the general area, but we were there right at the earlier part of this month. So on a time basis, we weren't there that long ago. So, so heading upwards from that important level, we've reached up to the Voodoo Snowline, a third most important level. So what we do is we build roadmaps when we pull back, find support above this level, and say, how do we get up to another relatively important level up here near 54.90? And in this case, it's by getting above and holding the intermediate levels in between. Those are these skylines. So when we get above the skyline, pull back and hold support, that keeps the focus upwards towards the snowline level. And when we gap above its companion skyline up here at 53.88, and again, pull back and find support at or above that higher skyline, again, it keeps things intact. Now we're establishing resistance here. It may not mean a whole lot in terms of turning back down if we can find support again at or above this 53.88 level, something that'll change if we can break and head back down. Getting back below that level sets up a potential consequential retest of that 52.22 area, where the larger trend may depend on whether it holds or not. So in here, the decision is really, do we establish support above 54.90, or do we break 53.87? And we may not know a whole lot until then. Now, the Voodoo lines are on a whole lot of symbols. It's only on the S&P 500 where I'll usually turn on these really minor levels, the Voodoo moguls, these small degree levels that are between, and we can find them between this 54.90 snow line and the 53.88 skyline. And you can see we just barely broke one of these here today. We can use the same roadmap here, And if we can stay below 54.51, just above our low of the day and just above our close, then maybe that does give us a chance to work our way towards the 53.87 or 53.88 skyline. So I'll be keeping an eye on this for a short-term over-under, remembering that that may only be for short-term. A short-term bounce that rolls back over and breaks isn't one that gets all the way above that 54.90 level. These are the things that I'll be watching in the coming days to try and assess whether we have a larger break here or not. So I hope you found that useful, and I will see you at the next update. Hey, David here with Simpler Trading. Thanks for taking a few minutes to watch this video. I hope you found it useful. And if you did, please help us out. Click the like button. You can also add your comments below. We love to read those and respond to them. You can also click the bell icon. That will alert you whenever we have new and updated videos. And if you want to watch us trade in real time with our own money, you can visit simplertrading.com to learn how to sign up. Until I see you again, as always, good trading, and we'll see you at the next video.